What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5 random AI only battle. Hope you're enjoying it. We're getting through it, although to be fair we're not really. The technology's going very slow. Epic speed obviously having an impact. It's nearly turned 300. We're still early industrial era, which is pretty fun. I mean, it's different, so there we go. And Rome retakes their city straight away. That didn't take them too long. Of course, we still have a complete mess on this continent. Everyone's at war with pretty much everyone. So we'll just try and track which cities go where. And then over here it's a bit more quiet, but we do still have the Zulu versus the Huns, although no one's really winning. The Huns took that one city, but I mean, what did you expect? The Zulu settled it right here in the middle of the war. Oh, okay, I was getting confused then. No, that is the random random Mongolian city falling to the Aztecs. The one they settled right at the bottom for some reason. So that makes sense. This area is so weird. The Aztecs, Mongolia, they're like, they do good for a bit, then they do bad again. It's very up and down. I mean, look, they still have 6 cities, so they're not doing that bad. And Mongolia's now got some new ones as well. So they're probably going to have a bit of a resurgence, as long as Rome doesn't take them out, I guess. But Rome is just the weirdest civ ever. They're doing well, but they have like no units. Or they're just very spread out. I don't know what's going on there. But fair play. Fair play to Rome. If that's what they want to do, that's fine. Did they always have this one, or is that might be new as well? They do peace out with the Ottomans and hang on to the city of Bursa here. They didn't get any more. We'll see if Babylon is just about running out of units, but maybe they can grab this city as well, weakening the Ottomans. Germany's going after Kagoshima here as well. Korea's at peace at the moment, and here we go. I think it's the third ideology, and Rome is the first civ to go order. We saw the Zulu and the Huns both go autocracy, but there we go, Rome going order, and they are the first from the continent of Alentir. There we go, I did remember it to get it done. I assume all 4, I would not be surprised if all 4 of these, like if the Inca and Korea get it done before any other civs from that continent, although I guess maybe Germany will be there as well at some point. Where's Germany? They don't have many units either. I guess they're just very spread out. Oh yeah, there you go. Never mind. Germany and Rome both going order. Maybe we'll have the different continents. One will go all autocracy, one will go all order. I doubt it, but you never know. Could definitely happen. But yeah, at the moment, I wouldn't say there's no civ in danger of being eliminated in the next few turns. That's nice for everyone, isn't it? I guess Indonesia could get taken out, but they look safe at the moment. And is there another one with 1 city left? Well, I think Japan was the other one, but they're up to 2 now. They've turned it around just ever so slightly, which is good for them, of course. But it's not looking great here. We'll see what the rest of the civs do. India's slowly growing their population in all their cities, even the tundra cities up to 16. We know that's their sort of ability, having less cities but really big ones. So we'll see what they did lose Osaka though. I mean, not sure that would have grown in the same way, but especially with all this desert that's just left empty here. The Zulu have started to fill this desert up a little bit more as well, settling towards the Inca, and maybe they'll take this city off the Huns, which would make it then a 1-for-1 trade, although the Huns have got another settler arriving as we speak. Korea definitely looks capable of defending themselves now. They have way more units. They've had that time with a peace deal. I think we saw last time they were the 3rd biggest army. That was probably 40 turns or so ago, so that might be different now. We can have a little peek. Why not? Let's have a little peek. Just a quick one. They're still 3rd. There you go. Korea, Huns, Zulu, Korea, the Inca. So yeah, of the top 7 civs, 4 of them are on that one continent of Luna. So that's quite impressive. Definitely the continent to be on. A lot more civs have died completely on this continent though. Do you think, am I right in thinking that? Yes, Poland's gone, Ethiopia's gone, and the Mayans all went very early. Although most of them they all pretty much went to the Huns, but still. Byzantium went as well, whereas on this continent, I might be wrong, I think everyone is still alive. I don't think anyone's completely died. Even Indonesia's still got a city, yeah. So no one's completely died. Oh, the Celts did, sorry. But a lot less. So that's why it's more divided and a mess over here. And it is weird because I think this continent, I'm just looking at it, it's impossible to tell without counting. But I think this one is slightly bigger. I don't know. I think there's more land. This one's a bit thicker. It's got like 3 distinct areas. I don't know. This one is pretty big too, but yeah, I feel like the other one's a bit smaller. Although, maybe not. I don't know. Here you go. Most technologies. Huns leading the way still. Babylon's now up to second. India, Rome, Korea, and the Inca are all on 45. We'll look at the info addicts in a second anyway. When we hit turn 300, the Aztecs and Rome peaced out, so that will stay the same now, with Rome keeping all these cities. And Babylon is the first civ to get the freedom ideology. So there we go, we've got 5 ideologies. And for once we actually have a bit of a difference. And apart from Babylon, who have dissidents already, the other 2 are actually in good competition. We've got 28 total tourism for order, 36 for autocracy, but they are, obviously they're so far apart, it doesn't matter too much. I think it will matter less, right? If you're close to the civ, that's when it can be problematic. The Huns did grab their first city on the island of Bari, and the Zulu should arrive as well. Well, they have that settler there, so they should get something unless it dies somehow. So that's great for them as well. And there won't be that much space left then. The borders will grow, and see Mongolia get quite a big chunk of the island. But there you go. That will probably be, there might be space for one more city at this point. I don't see anyone heading over. Game is starting to lag a bit, I've noticed. The Zulu bringing some boats, Mongolia's bringing some workers, but no more settlers on the way at the moment. That includes from the Zulu and the Huns. Will the Zulu get this city? It looks like they killed that Hunnic settler that was over here, unless it turned around and is heading somewhere else. If not, it looks like they did manage to kill that guy. Poor settler. They didn't deserve it. Go the Huns' turn. Rome. Ottomans piecing out with India. Zulu put down their settler as well, north of this mountain, so they'll get the north side of the island. But there we go. It's gonna, yeah, there's not much space left now. We'll see the borders fill up. More peace deals for the Aztecs, who did not gain anything in any of those, but I mean they survived, I guess. Small win. Rome completes Big Ben. Good wonder to have. Well done, Rome. And we get, oh no, oh, and India goes freedom too. There we go. We're getting a real mix. This could be the first time ever we get an actual ideological mix. All 3 having 2 civs. And yeah, 29 tourism for freedom. So that should be able to compete. That is more actually than what Rome and Germany have. So we might see Babylon lose dissidents. And now every other civ has to choose who they're going to join. Interesting. Germany completes the porcelain tower. And there we go. We saw India going the same way as Babylon with the freedom. It is on domination only. That usually removes the pick of freedom, but, or makes it unlikely. But no. Oh no, it's not. It didn't. Oh. Well, that explains a lot. Wish I hadn't checked now. Now I look bad. Oh, do you know what happened? I know what happened. I set the game up the first time and it crashed. So I did it again. And obviously, I must have not changed that part. I mean, it makes it interesting. And it certainly set us up interestingly for the ideologies. So it's not a disaster at all. The Zulu grab Samarinda. I mean, the only disaster is at turn 500 it is going to let someone win the game if no one's won another victory type. But at the current speed, I'm not sure we'll even get that far. Korea adds another city here. That's just out of nowhere. Yep, just settled there. It's very aesthetically pleasing along the Great Wall. I don't know why. But there we go, they just settled. And it's their first coastal city on this side of the lake. The Zulu have a few, the Huns now have complete access, so we'll see if that means anything or not. But there we go. Oh, we're past... Oh, the Huns also added a city, but we're past turn 300, so let's go again. We're going through them so quickly, I'm sorry. It's like every episode. There we go. Population, the Huns lead quite heavily, 35 million. Then it is the Inca and Zulu, pretty much neck and neck. Bit of a drop to Rome, then India, Germany, Babylon, Egypt, the Ottomans, and Korea. Crop yield, the Huns lead the way again ahead of Rome, then Germany, the Zulu, Egypt, Korea, Babylon, the Inca, India, and the Ottomans. I wonder if Mongolia can. We saw last time we looked, there was a clear sort of top 10, and then some worse civs. I think the Ottomans have fallen a bit since then, and I think Mongolia is going to start to climb a bit with those new cities. So keep an eye on that. Maybe next time, not this time. It's probably a bit too soon. Although land, maybe they're up there. Production, the Huns lead the Zulu, then Rome, Germany, Babylon, the Inca, India, Egypt, Korea, and the Aztecs. Economies, again, it's the Huns. Not as much of a lead here, but I guess you are limited by the trade route cap. Rome, Germany, the Zulu, Korea. There's a huge drop-off between Zulu and Korea there, about half. Jesus. India, Egypt, the Inca. They're all really close between Korea and the Inca, and even Babylon. Then Mongolia's in 10th. Land, the Huns lead, then it's the Zulu, Rome, Germany, Egypt actually, tied with Babylon. Then the Inca, Korea, India, and the Ottomans. Biggest armies, the Huns still lead the Zulu, Korea then in 3rd, then it's Rome, then Germany, then Egypt, the Inca, India, the Aztecs, and Babylon. Most social policies, the Huns lead the way again, with it's just dominant, isn't it, with 19, Rome with 18, the Zulu with 17, as well as Egypt, 16 for Babylon and Germany, 15 for India, the Inca, and 14 for the Aztecs there, as well as 13 for Korea and the Ottomans. Technologies. Is anyone unhappy? Yes, Germany is on -2. Once you get an ideology, you can normally fix the unhappiness, so they should be okay, as long as they don't get dissidents. Here we go then. Technologies. Japan and Indonesia joint last out of the survivors on 36. 40 for Mongolia. 43 for the Ottomans. 44 for the Aztecs and the Zulu. That is a bit worrying for the Zulu, that they're so far behind. I mean, it's only 4 behind, but still, not good. Egypt on 45, 46 for India, the Inca, Rome, and Babylon, 47 for Korea and Germany, and then 48 again, the Huns. There's no weakness for them. They're just dominating everything. Net gold may be a weakness. They'll all be on negative eventually, usually. Maybe not this time, actually, because it's not domination only, but we'll see. Rome, though, is making 600 gold per turn. It's a bit scary. Cities, the Huns lead the way with 32. 23 for the Zulu, 20 for Rome, 19 for Germany. Then it's a big drop to 9 for Egypt, 8 for Mongolia and Korea, 7 for the Ottomans, 6 for Babylon, the Aztecs, 5 for the Inca, 4 for India, and 1 for Indonesia and Japan. They actually did lose Kagoshima to Germany. Did I miss that? I think so. Science output, the Huns lead Germany, then Rome, the Zulu, Korea, Egypt, the Inca, Babylon, Aztecs, and India. Culture output, again, the Huns lead Rome, then the Inca, Egypt, Germany, the Zulu, Babylon, India, the Aztecs, and Mongolia. Wonders, the Inca still lead with 11, Rome now has 6, 4 for Egypt, 3 for the Huns, 2 for Germany and the Zulu, 1 for Babylon, Japan, and Korea. Great works. The Huns with 12, the Inca with 9, 8 for Rome, 7 for Babylon, India, Egypt, 6 for Germany, 5 for the Zulu, Korea, and then 3 for pretty much the rest of them there. Finally, tourism. The Huns with 28, 20 for the Inca, 18 for Rome, 17 for Egypt, 15 for India, 14 Babylon, 12 for Germany, 10 for the Zulu, 10 for Korea, 8 for Mongolia. There we go. And we continue on. Nice and quick through those. But yeah, I wonder then, I guess if not being domination only might influence what civs do. There we go, the Zulu did grab this city off of the Huns. So it's a 1-for-1, I guess, in that war of new cities being taken. Yeah, Germany did grab Kagoshima. I wonder if they can get Kyoto. That would be pretty big for them. That would be pretty good for Germany at that point. They're already pretty safe, and then the obvious next target would be the Ottomans. Wrap up these couple of cities in the south, and yeah, grab some of this stuff, and then you're free to do what you want. So we'll see if they can keep going. Hopefully. Ottomans and Egypt also piecing out. Egypt maybe a bit of a dark horse, not for the win, but top 5 maybe. They have expanded quite a bit with all those settling they did. I wonder if we'll see them v Babylon one day. Could be a big one. It looks like it's already happening, but I don't think it is. Mongolia and Egypt now join against Japan. Yeah, that's not going to matter. It's only going to be Germany, and I guess if India showed up with a load of units as well. But take this, And still, that lack of artillery means some of these sieges are going to be really difficult at the moment, at this stage in the game. I don't know when exactly we'll see artillery. I'm guessing it's fairly close. The Huns have a great war infantry, which is on the same row of technologies, or column of technologies. So I guess it should be pretty close. They do have ironclads as well, which are another one, are about the same sort of tech level. The Inca go autocracy, so yeah, this continent keeping it all close with autocracy, and obviously Korea's not picked yet, but yep, the Inca, Zulu and Huns all go in autocracy, which is interesting enough. Right, the World's Fair was proposed and dyes were banned. Okay, the Huns even lead the World's Fair. That is, they've just got everything. I'm just gonna try and unban it, whether it gets through or not. Doesn't matter too much. Starting to see some sort of international cross-ocean trade routes. Rome going to the Bari Island. Looks like the Huns are going to put down a settler here as well. Edirne has been captured. Oh, there, that happened. That wasn't happening, and then it just happened. There we go. Babylon conquers a city. Sadly, due to Rome's borders, it creates some nice border gore here, but there we go. It's another city for Babylon. Another blow for the Ottomans, who were just sort of dropping down the rankings. They were doing well at one point. There was a point where they looked like maybe the best civ on this continent, I might say. When they were when they had this city and they had Bursa. I think they had Neapolis at one point. Yeah, they were looking good, but it's all fallen apart since. And there we go, the Huns and Zulu. Peace out. Nothing changing hands between the two. Probably most aggressive civ. Two of the most aggressive civs. Normally, this is random personalities, but it seems to have still be them. I guess the Zulu have been less aggressive. They've certainly been more defensively focused, I think. But they're still adding cities all the time to their extra territory. And they did kill Byzantium, let's not forget. India versus Indonesia with Rome. Okay, Indonesia will probably get kicked out here. This shouldn't be too difficult. May take a few turns, but I think India should be able to do it, and Rome obviously might come and help as well. Yeah, India should be able to get this done. Turn 311. We're just flying through. We're getting through like 30, 40 turns an episode, and doing an Info Addicts every episode is pretty crazy, really. But it works. If it ain't broke, we won't fix it. Korea pieces out with Indonesia. I was going to say, I was curious to whether, I couldn't remember whether we'd had any cross-continental wars, but that obviously is one, so yes, we have. Not that it obviously had any fighting, but there we go. The Huns will grab the northern part of the Bari Island there. There we go, into the snow, and again, just even more of the land on the map starting to disappear. Small amounts left. There's some small amounts here around the Huns in the tundra. So a bit here off the Inca, which is again tundra. A bit here in the desert. Maybe you can squeeze one more city in. The Zulu can get a few more in the desert, which they will. There's this island, this island. There's a maybe space for one more on this island or this one. This one, I guess, if you really want it. And then mostly there's just this big desert and a little bit of trees here. I feel like that you can't. Maybe just wherever you are, you're always within too many tiles. Maybe this area will just go. Oh, there we go then. The Inca v Korea again. This is kind of last chance saloon for the Incans, because of course once Korea gets artillery, the Great Wall doesn't work anymore. It doesn't give you the bonus. So at that point, you have to think Korea. Also, Korea's army is bigger than the Incan army. So this is someone else going to join, or is this that does happen sometimes? They join afterwards. Seems a bit weird. Seems a bit questionable. No one joins. Okay, let me just check the numbers on this. Korea was number 3, and they still are, and the Inca are now up to number 6. But yeah, they're outnumbered. So I don't know. Not sure about that one. But we'll see. I'll give it one more turn just to see if, like, surely someone else is going to join, right? If not, this is going to go. I'm pretty sure this will go terribly, because the Inca nearly lost last time, and Korea's a lot stronger this time. So I'd be a bit worried for them if no one else is going to join. The Ottomans do retake Edirne, so okay. But yeah, I'm going to focus on this for a minute. Babylon now declares war on the Aztec. Is that really what you want to do? Do you have any unit? I don't know, this continent is just continuing to be a complete and absolute mess. I feel like Germany needs to just come and unite everything. They do actually, they are the first civ with artillery. There you go. I'm guessing someone may have it already. But no, it looks like Germany got it before the Huns. And there we go, Egypt goes order. So we have 3 order, 3 autocracy, and 2 freedom. It continues to be a bit mixed, which is great. That's quite exciting. For once, Egypt also declared war on the Aztecs. That's bad. Yeah, this could be tough times for the Aztecs, Egypt and Babylon fighting them. And Korea, yeah, no, they're not winning, but yet nothing bad's happening. So I don't know why the Inca declared this war, really. But that will be it for this episode. So as always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe as well if you are new to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.